today's episode, we're going to be talking about is sticking to a 6-month commitment, because it's very important to understand, especially as a new entrepreneur coming into the field of entrepreneurship. 6 months is going to be the crucial months for you. It's going to be the make or break period, whether you're going to be able to further your brand, bring it to existing, or it's just going to die by the wayside within 6 months. So it's all up to you how important it is for you to get your business going, to get your brand going, whatever you are doing as an entrepreneur, because it's very important to come up with a 6-month plan that's going to hold you accountable, that's going to help you stay focused, that's going to help you stay disciplined. It's going to help you stay consistent, because when you are consistent and you are determined to achieve every goal that you set forward to do, to produce results and what have you, within 6 months, you're going to see the results that you put in, especially if you are staying 10 toes down and committed to the plan that you had created for yourself. So it's very important to understand, entrepreneurs, to come up with a 6-month plan, stick with it, stay 10 toes down. And I guarantee you, within them 6 months, you're going to see results. You're going to start seeing results from the work that you have put in from 6 months of building your brand, building your business, and bringing it to where it needs to be at. But other than that, guys, man, make sure that you tap into the Invest Brand Pod Show, man, episode number 54. Yeah.
Entrepreneurs embrace the hustle and the grind. Invest Brand Pod Show.
Grand rising to all my investors self out there, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another Invest Brand Pod Show on this Monday. Today, I know it's been a minute since I recorded a show, what have you. It's been like 2 weeks, just taking care of family health issues and what have you. So I'm back as promised. This is officially episode number 54. And today's topic we're going to be talking about is sticking to a 6-month commitment. But before I jump into the topic, if you are listening or if you are watching this playback on our YouTube Invest Brand Pod Show channel, what have you, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when a new episode drop. And matter of fact, make sure you hit that like button so the algorithm know this is a real show, what have you. And also, if you're listening to this playback of our show on our Spotify channel, make sure you hit the follow button so you can be notified when a new episode drops. And also, Invest Brand, make your way over to investbrand.com. That's investbrand.com, and sign up for our emailing list and what have you. Definitely spin the wheel, get you a discount off and what have you. We still got the Investor Self hoodie and shirt. We still got the deal going on. If you buy a hoodie, you get the shirt half off. So make sure you go and get your committing to investing in your self growth and what have you, our Investor Self gear and what have you. So it's very important that you do that, guys, man, because in 2024, we're going to invest in ourselves, invest in our self growth and what have you. And we're going to stay committed to doing that. And this is what the Invest Brand is all about, man, committing to help you grow as an entrepreneur, man, giving you that motivation, that empowerment that you need, giving you that information, feeding you that right ingredients to make sure you become the best entrepreneur as possible, what have you. But before we jump into the topic, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. I'm going to be back with the segment that we call Quote Me on That, where I read y'all a quote and I explain to you what the quote means. But other than that, man, make sure y'all tap back in to the Invest Brand Pod Show. Yup. Welcome back to the Invest Brand Pod Show. Thank y'all for tapping back into the show for today. Like I said, today's topic we're going to be talking about is sticking to a 6-month commitment. But before we jump into the topic, you know what time it is. That segment we call Quote Me on That, where I read you a quote and I explain to you what the quote means. So today, quote for all my go-getters out there, all my entrepreneurs out there investing in yourself, chasing your dreams, chasing your goals, betting on yourself and what have you. Today, quote that I bring to you is: your attitude and your mindset are your most powerful tools. Stay positive, stay motivated, and watch magic unfold. So let me read the quote one more time to you, just in case you didn't hear or understand it. Today's quote is, your attitude and mindset are your most powerful tools. Stay positive, stay motivated, and watch magic unfold. So it's basically what the quote say. Your attitude and your mindset are the two powerful tools. You got to have an attitude of a winner and a mindset of a winner. See, you can have an attitude of a winner, but at the same time have a mindset of a procrastinator, right? You want to win, but your mindset doesn't match your attitude, right? So when your attitude matches your mindset, you're going to be unstoppable. It's nothing that's going to be able to make you lose focus, because you're going to be so focused, determined to make sure that you bring whatever you want to do as an entrepreneur to fruition. Whatever you're trying to do in life, you're going to bring it to fruition. You're going to do whatever you need to do without anybody making you lose focus, you losing track of what you're supposed to do and what have you, because when you have your attitude and your mindset goes hand in hand, it's like the quote said, it's a powerful tool for you to use. You got to have the right attitude and the right mindset in order for you to become successful as an entrepreneur. You can't have one or the other. It's got to match. Your attitude got to match your mindset and what have you. But other than that, that is the quote for today. For the segment, quote me on that and what have you. Now it's time, guys. It's time for the topic for the day. Like I said, man, this is officially episode number 54. The topic that we're about to tap into is sticking to a 6-month commitment. And this is something that's very important, especially as an entrepreneur. You coming in the field, especially early. You want to make sure that you are positioning yourself to win. But in order for you to position yourself to win, you got to have some type of commitment. You got to be committed to your brand. You got to be committed to your business and what have you, because 6 months is a very crucial point, especially when you're starting up as an entrepreneur, right? This is a very crucial moment where you're either going to make it or your brand or your business is going to die within 6 months. But it's all up to you, whether you want to be committed or not, right? The ones that are committed to the grind, committed to the hustle and what have you, and building a business, building a brand or what have you, those are the ones you see right now that are successful. The ones that procrastinated, wasn't committed to building a brand or what have you, those are the ones that are not entrepreneurs anymore, or the ones that struggling, or the ones that is just now is a hobby. They really don't spend a lot of time on it and what have you. So it's all up to you. Which one do you want to be? You want to be the entrepreneur that procrastinate, doesn't get anything done, or you want to be the entrepreneur that's successful? You want to be able to see results in the hard work that you put in. So it's very important that you stay committed. The 6 months is going to be something that you stay 10 toes down. You're going to come up with a strategy, come up with ways to help you bring your business to fruition, because this is a pivotal point, especially when you're trying to build something on your own. It's very hard. I know life sometimes, like I say all the time, life can get the best of you. But this is the point of time where these 6 months, you got to wipe your slate clean. Whatever you want to do, you got to put it on hold, because this is your main focus right now. This is something that if you can become successful at it, get it going, this can change your life. You change people's life around you. It can change your friend's life, whoever's within your circle that supports you, that's being there with you, that continue to motivate you and push you. Those are the people it can change their life and what have you. So I have 4 ways, 4 things, what have you, that you can use to help you and build that 6-month commitment, that plan to keep you committed for the 6 months journey that you're going to go on when it's time to build your brand, build your business and what have you. So these are things that you can work on within 6 months. And I guarantee you within after the 6 months or at the 6 month mark, and if you are doing these things and you're consistent at doing it, and you ain't lost any focus and what have you, you're going to see results. You're going to see results of the work that you put in. Whatever you put in, that's what you're going to get out of. That's the old saying. I know it's old. I know it's cliche, but it's true. Whatever you put in, you're going to get out and what have you. So the first thing that I have on my list, guys, is define your brand purpose and values. And this is something that you really want to articulate well so people can understand what your brand stands for and what have you, and what you aiming to achieve as a brand, right? What's your brand mission, right? Are you ensuring when you align your purpose up when it comes to your brand or what have you? Because you don't want to have something you want to try to build something that people don't understand. People don't have a grasp of what are you trying to do as an entrepreneur and what have you. So you want to build something that people can fully invest in. People can understand the purpose of it, the value of your brand and what have you, because people like to gravitate to something that's valuable that they can use in their life, especially if it's a purpose. See, that's one of the things that people miss out on is purpose. What is your purpose? And a lot of people, especially entrepreneurs, don't know their purpose, right? So that's one of the important pieces, is to find your purpose of why are you doing this? What is the point of doing this? Who you are doing this for? What is your purpose? Because I guarantee you, when you find your purpose, it's going to be easier for you to fully be invested into what are you doing, and it's going to be easy for people to understand it, because now you're going to come up with your brand mission, right? So people will really understand it because your brand mission aligns with your purpose, and it's very easy for people to understand. And anytime people ask, what does your brand stand for? What is the purpose of it? What's the value in it and what have you? It's going to be easy for you to articulate it because you understand the purpose of it, right? You understand the value of it and what have you, because you know what your brand stands for. You know what your brand is here for, what you're building it for. That's because you are committed and invested in trying to come up with that purpose, come up with the value. You know what I'm saying? You want to define what it is, understand what it is, because the thing about it is, you don't want to be an entrepreneur. You might have something, right, that may be great, right? You may have something that people may hone in on. People may take a liking to it. But if you cannot define the purpose of your brand, or get people to understand and articulate it in a way where people understand what you are doing as a brand owner and what have you, it's going to go to the wayside. People really not going to gravitate because they don't understand. See, the thing about it, people are not going to get behind something they don't understand. They don't have no understanding, a complete understanding about it whatsoever, what have you. Number 2 on my list is develop a strong brand identity, right? This is going to be something that goes along with your brand image, your logo, your colors. What is the visual elements that's going to help people remember your brand? Remember what they seen? Because what I tell people all the time is, people remember what they see more than what they hear, right? You may forgot what a person said, but you're going to remember, okay, what a person may had on, what they was wearing, or what have you, right? You may not remember the words, but you can remember what they had on, what type of image of what their image was and what have you, right? Image is everything. It's very important because that's the first thing that people see is your image. Before people can even hear your words and what have you, people remember your image. And that's very important. What's the image of your brand? You want to have that strong brand identity where people can identify with your brand. You don't want to have a logo that people don't understand, people can't identify, right? So you have a lot of brands out here, which you know, some brands you really don't understand what is their purpose. You don't understand the logo. And it's hard for you to really even grasp towards it and what have you. So you want to have something that people remember. It's very compelling, an image, especially color, because color triggers different things, right? So that's like buyer psychology that you can use. You want to sit down, you want to pick colors that's going to make people draw people into your brand, because when you on social media, people stay on social media. You have people on all type of different social media platforms. So once you come up with your brand image, you come up with your logo, and it's a logo that draws people in. And when people see your logo, see an ad of yours and what have you, they're going to stop every time because it's something about it that draws them in, right? It's something about your image, even if they don't stop. It's something that's going to be staying in their brain. It's something they're going to remember, right? It's going to be something that's just pop in the head one day. Be like, I don't, I can't remember the name of this brand, but I can remember the image of it, right? And what have you, right? Make sure you are creating something that people is rememberable. People can remember your image. Don't create a logo that's hard to read. Don't create a logo that's all over the place. You want to create something that's simple, straight to the point, that people can get the message right away, right? Like I said, your color, you want to make sure you picking colors that's going to be something that draws people in. People can gravitate towards, because you got to understand your brand identity, right? Is going to reflect your brand's personality. You know what I'm saying? It's going to resonate with your target audience, right? You want to make sure that your brand is something that people can gravitate towards, because when you're trying to target the audience that you looking for, you trying to advertise towards, you trying to draw into your community, your brand community, you trying to draw in to as buyers, you want to make sure it's something that they can resonate with and what have you, right? So this is very important. This is going to be something that's very crucial, right? Develop a strong brand identity. You don't want to have something that no one remember, no one take a liking to, people really don't remember and what have you. So you want to make sure that's one of the things you definitely want to make sure you hone in. You definitely make sure it's something that people really like and what have you, because that's one thing. You want to make sure your logo is straight, your brand image is straight, because that can make and break you, right? If you have something that's bad, that may be an end all to be all to whether people will not come back and what have you. People will not take you serious. People may think this is something of a joke, a hobby that you're doing or what have you. So you want to make sure your brand image is something that's memorable. Your logo is something that draws people in. People take a liking to, people understand and what have you. So that's very, very important. Number 3 is consistently drive on your brand promises. And this is something that you can work on, right? Especially when it's time to conduct customer service. You want to make sure that your customer service reflects the promises and values that you have made to your customers, right? You don't want to be something that's a switch and bait, right? Customer service is crucial. So this is a piece that you definitely want to work on. You want to make sure your customer service is something that's on point, because you don't want your customer service to be, say, one thing, but it's doing another, right? Because customer service, poor customer service can definitely, if you don't think it's, believe it or not, you don't think it's that serious, but understand customer service can make and break your business, can make and break your brand. Because one thing you don't want to have out there is bad reviews, people speaking bad about your brand, because you understand one thing. When you perform great customer service, and the best customer service is defense, right? Matter of fact, let me rephrase that. The best customer service is offense because you don't want to wait for something to happen for you to perform customer service. You want to be on the offensive side of customer service, being proactive, making sure everything on the front end is good, reaching out to your customers, making sure they like what you having putting together a plan to where you can reach out to customers and making sure whatever they purchase from you, they enjoying it. Does it fit them? How they feel about it and what have you. Anything that any questions they have, they can reach out to you. You open for questions 24/7. Whatever you want to do, whatever that you, far as your customer service, whatever plan that you put together for that. Make sure it's something on the offensive side because that is the best customer service. Best customer service is on the offensive side, not defense. See, a lot of times people wait for something to happen to be to react. You got to be proactive. You got to be on the offensive side of customer service and what have you. This is something is very crucial. You want to make sure your customer service is something, like I said, it has to reflect the promises that you make, because if you out here making promises to potential customers, to people that's within your brand community and what have you, right? You want to make sure you are delivering on them promises, because people going to hold you accountable to the promises that you make to them. You don't want to be something that's switching bait, right? So your promises and the values of your brand are something that your customer service should stand for, right? This is what your customer service stands for, is your promises and your values that you deliver and what have you when it comes to your product, to your word, as a brand owner and what have you. Because a lot of times you see that people may have bad customer service. You may see the reviews saying customer service is slow, customer service is bad, no one respond back to emails. So you want to make sure you have something put in place that's your customer service going to deliver on the promises that you make. So that's very, very important, guys. Very, very important. Number 4, last on the list, is stay true to your brand voice and tone. This right here is going to be the voice of your brand, right? What message is your brand speaking to the people within your community, to the people that your target audience or what have you? What is the tone? Set the tone of your brand. What is the message? What is the voice behind your brand? Because it's very important to be able to communicate. Communication is one of the big factors, and you would definitely want to be consistent with your communication, especially when you are marketing on social media, you promoting on social media, you doing ads on social media and what have you, right? You're going to interact on social media with your customers, with people within your brand community, what have you, right? So you want to make sure your message is clear. You want to make sure the tone of your brand is set and people understand the communication style that you have, right? You want to make sure your communication is clear to your target audience, to the people that is supporting your brand and what have you, right? Social media, you want to make sure the message behind your content is reaching the people that you're trying to target. You want to make sure the people that's within your community, you want to make sure you have something put in place that your communication speaks to them in a way that they understand, that they can gravitate towards or what have you, because people got to understand this is one of the things that's very important, is communication. Sometimes we fall in communication, and that can be something that can make and break you, because people want somebody that can communicate well. They can get some type of understanding from and what have you. So this is very important. You want to stay true to your brand voice and tone. This is the voice of your brand. This is the message of your brand. And you got to understand, man, you have brands out here that's been speaking the same message forever. Look at Apple. Same story, same message, and they constantly have people buying from them. Every time they drop an iPhone, you have people buying iPhone, right? Because the message is consistent, right? The story is consistent. The tone of the brand, the voice of the brand is very consistent, right? The mark from the marketing, how they market to how they run ads, and the thing about it, Apple brands like Nike, Apple, they don't have problems because they are consistent at delivering their market materials consistently, the same way with the same voice of their brand in the tone. Everything is the same way and it's consistently spread across each platform that's out here, social media platform that's out here. So, like I said, man, it's very important. That's one of the things that's very important, man, to understand. You want to stay true to the voice and tone of your brand, right? This is a key moment of when you are working on your 6 month plan and you stand 10 toes down and you locked in. And this is just four things, right, that you can implement in your plan of your 6 month plan of being committed to building your brand, your business, or what have you. You can add more to this list. These are just four things that you can do that can help you, right? You definitely hone in on it and what have you. And it's very important. Matter of fact, these are important things. These are the very first steps of building your business. You got to define your brand purpose and the values and what have you. That's very important, right? You want to have a strong brand identity. You want to be able to deliver on any promises that you set forward to your customers and what have you. And also you want to make sure you stay true to that, your brand voice and the tone that you set for it and what have you. So these are things, man. These are very four important things. But like I said, you can add to this list whatever you want, right? So this is 6 months, guys, 6 month commitment for my new entrepreneurs out there or the ones out there thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. These are important. 6 months. Give yourself 6 months. Stay locked in because this is something that I'm going to do right along with you because I'm committed for these 6 months, right? Especially this is the fresh start of the year and we still in January. It's never too late. So that's something that you can do, guys, man. 6 months. Give yourself 6 months. Like I said, I'm committed to making sure I stay grounded for 6 months and committed to making sure Invest Brand is going on the right track. We doing what we need to do to make sure we are relaunching this rebrand in a way where people can definitely understand what's going on, understand the brand. We can draw more eyes onto the brand or what have you. So I'm committed to all this. So whatever you're doing, stay create yourself a 6 month plan and stay committed to it, man. Stay 10 toes down, guys. And before I get out of here, like I said before, man, make sure you make your way over to investbrand.com. Sign up on our email list because in 2024, this year, we're going to have things in place for Invest Brand. And I definitely don't want you guys to miss out on it, man. We have different little things coming. We got more product coming, what have you. But for right now, you can get your Investor Self hoodie. You can get your shirt. We still got the deal going on. You buy a hoodie and get the shirt off, half off, and what have you. So definitely get down on the email list because this is all about you guys. Because our main purpose is to help new entrepreneurs get started, stay motivated, empower you to become successful as an entrepreneur. That's the main goal, man, for Invest Brand. We invest in ourselves. We all are our own brand. Understand that you are your own brand. So you got to brand your greatness each and every day, guys, man. And this is what it's all about. So make sure y'all tap in every Monday unless something happened. Otherwise, I see y'all when I see y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in to the Invest Brand, tuning in today. Yep.